Good morning, Delta Downs. This is Jimmy Duggins, your health coach. I just want to kind of share a word for people who are trying to go through weight loss and think that age could be a limiting region, and I agree with that. So I want to do just a segment here on aging, what we can control and what we can't control. So with that being said, I do believe that there are some things we can control with aging. Now, let me give you some information that gives me the genesis for that thought. Okay, so did you know that every cell in your body replaces itself every 11 months? Now, there are some exceptions. Fat cells take 8 years. Who doesn't know that? Also, nerve cells last a lifetime. But for the most part, every cell in your body replaces itself every 11 months. So 11 months from now, we're going to be looking at a brand new you. Now, there are some things we can't control. And I want to talk about 3 things and how they affect aging and also weight loss. Number 1 is hormones. Hormones, when they decline, especially testosterone for men, testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone for women, when they decline, it affects our muscle tissue. And since we have less lean muscle tissue as our hormones decline, it affects our weight because if we're taking in the same amount of calories at the age of 20, we need fewer calories at the age of 40 because our muscle tissue has declined. Now, there are some things we can control about that. So, you've heard the old saying that as we age, our metabolism slows down. That's partially true. The full truth is, the greater truth is that as your hormones decline, so does your muscle mass and you need fewer calories. Ironically, your organs shrink as well. Okay, so with that being said, when the organs shrink, your stomach, for example, may not be as effective as digesting things or whatever. So that can give birth to things like acid reflux, etc. The second thing that affects aging is nutrition. Okay, so there is a term in the science community called epigenetics, and basically what it means is that there are certain things you can do to change the way genes express themselves, and that is nutrition. And the second thing is physical activity. Now, so getting back to nutrition, the food you eat basically gives your body the architectural design for your next body in 11 months. So if you eat unhealthy foods that are full of sugar, saturated fats, fries, your body will build in diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, osteoarthritis, etc., etc. But you can change those things if we start eating healthy foods like fruits and vegetables, for example, lean proteins, cut the sugar, cut the saturated fats. Your body will turn off those diseases such as diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, osteoarthritis, and can build in new health. So the last thing is physical activity. And so there's no replacement for physical activity when it comes to weight loss and anti-aging. Believe it or not, a lot of people like to focus on cardio, but weight training shows to give greater weight loss and anti-aging results because muscles were meant to do one thing, and that is to work. And when they're not working, there's no reason for the body to keep them large, and therefore it affects things like the hanging of your arms when you have loose skin and things of that nature, okay? So 3 things that affect aging and weight loss: hormones, nutrition, physical activity. We have a lot more say-so in how our body responds to the aging process because remember, your cells replace themselves every 11 months. Have a great Delta Downs day. Thank you. Goodbye.